Guys, my name is Nonema Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about things that a judge, okay? Things that or findings that a judge expects from an investigation, but an investigator does not say or does not even include in their investigation. Okay? Let's talk about the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, but we are talking about general things that in real courts that we know what our court, yeah, but hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. So today we are going to do a deep dive into one of the most important questions in the entire Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Forget the headlines, forget the emotions that we always carry when it comes to this case, forget social media battles, team state, team defense. The real question is this: what does a judge actually expect to see in a murder investigation? Let's talk about that. Because in court, it is not enough for police to say, we believe these are the killers. That is not enough. Because in court, you better bring your money that can buy. Okay? You can't bring fake notes. I got you don't bring fake notes. You got to get banking. You can't bring fake notes. Okay. It is not enough to arrest people. All right. It is not enough to produce statements. The law demands something much bigger. The law demands proof. If you are going to bring allegations, you better prove them. You better stand for them. And when a judge evaluates an investigation, there are hidden findings the court expects to see, findings that are not always written by the by the IO. So the court expects that when a judge is evaluating, or when a judge evaluates an investigation, there are hidden findings, right? The court expects to see from an investigation, right? Sometimes the court expects to see findings that are not always written. Things that are written down, it's not like they are not evidence. Fine, it is. But if they are missing those findings that are written, that have things that are supporting it. Yes, you can write statements, but do you have things that are supporting your statements? Those are the things. So if they are missing, the entire investigation can collapse, because now you can't be busy saying things, allegations, and not having proof of it. So today we are breaking down the investigation section by section and exposing the hidden findings expected by the court, the real red flags that immediately alarms a judge, the keywords that absolutely must appear in murder investigations, and most importantly, what Judge Ratamukwahleng really cares about, even if he never says it directly. That's what we are going to look at when it comes to this video. So let's begin. Firstly, the crime scene. Everything starts at the crime scene. If the crime scene is compromised, contaminated, or poorly managed, every piece of evidence that follows becomes questionable. Now, before we go any further with other things, remember this. In that courtroom of Judge Rata, the investigation of Gininda does not touch the crime scene. It's a drop in the ocean, whatever that is said about the crime scene, drop in the ocean. There's not much, okay? Remember that. So the hidden findings a judge expects is simple. Was this scene properly preserved? Umshololo made sure that that one is out there. It was never prepared. It was never properly preserved. We know this. And if not, what impact did that have on the evidence? A judge wants answers when it comes to that. Who entered the crime scene, at what time, what evidence was collected, who handled it, was anything moved, was anything lost? Because once doubt enters the chain, reliability disappears. The biggest red flags are missing chain of custody records, multiple people entering and leaving without documentation, contradictions between witness accounts and physical evidence, no proper forensic reconstruction. 3 keywords must always appear, Gesa. Scene preservation, forensic reconstruction, chain of custody. Without this, a judge begins asking very dangerous questions. Can I safely rely on this evidence? And once the answer becomes uncertain, reasonable doubt begins to grow. So even if it's Judge Ratha, guys, all of these things, he looks for them. He looks for them, even if it's him. Whatever you know of Judge Ratha, you must remember that even if it's him, he looks for these things. Secondly, witnesses. Witnesses are often described as the eyes and ears of the court, but witnesses can lie. Witnesses can be mistaken. Witnesses can be influenced, and a judge does not simply want statements. The court wants analysis. The hidden finding expected is which witnesses are credible and which witnesses are not. An investigator cannot simply dump statements into a docket and expect a conviction. A proper investigation must explain why one witness is believed over the other. Major red flags include ignoring contradictions, treating all witnesses as equally reliable, failing to investigate inconsistencies, ignoring previous statements that conflict with a courtroom testimony. The 3 critical keywords: credibility, consistency, corroboration. Because ultimately, the judge is asking, which witness can I trust beyond reasonable doubt and why? Do you get what is happening? All right. Thirdly, confessions. This is where investigations often become extremely dangerous. A confession may look very powerful, but if the confession was obtained unlawfully, it may become worthless later. The hidden finding expected by the court is, was the confession made voluntarily, willingly, without coercion? All of that change. If there are allegations of assault, intimidation, kidnapping, threats, or coercion, those allegations must be investigated independently. Red flags when it comes to this are gaps in detention records, missing SEPS 14 documents, no medical examinations, incomplete occurrence book entries, unexplained movements of suspects, especially when it comes to Bongani Ntanzi. This Shende is there. This, all of that, you find it Bongani Ntanzi. It's questionable. Okay? The 3 must have key words, Gesana: voluntariness, admissibility, constitutionality. Do you remember? Yes. Because the judge is really asking, was this evidence obtained lawfully? If not, the court may exclude it completely. And if key evidence is excluded, the entire case can weaken dramatically. 4, linking each accused. This is perhaps the most important section in the entire investigation. Courts do not convict in groups. It doesn't happen that way. Courts convict individuals. The hidden finding expected is, why was each accused person charged for the Senzo Meyiwa murder? Okay, not collectively, individually. What specific evidence links accused number 1? What specific evidence links accused number 2? What specific evidence links accused number 3, and so forth and so on? Okay. Red flags include reliance solely on accomplice testimony, no independent corroboration, no direct identification, confusing association with participation. 3 critical words: participation, identification, corroboration. because the judge wants to know what evidence places this accused at the crime scene or proves participation. Mere friendship is not enough. Mere association is not enough. Mere suspicion is not enough. The law demands evidence. Failing Gesana Apa is top notch. Number 5, digital evidence. Modern cases increasingly rely on cell phones, metadata, photographs, and communication records. Oh, Sana, this is a disaster when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa case. But digital evidence must be carefully analyzed. The hidden finding expected is, does this evidence prove involvement or merely association? Red flags include no expert interpretation, missing extraction reports, metadata without context, failure to explain missing suspects in communication records. Expect. Uyakhumbula ubalo ezenza i-banking expect, ezenza i-cellphone expect, ezenza yay, kuningi. The essential keywords: metadata, authentication, location analysis. Konke. It can't be done by just a human. We need an expert for all of that. Because technology alone does not prove guilty. It must be interpreted and linked to the allegations. Alternative theories. That's number 6. This is the section many investigations fail to address. A professional investigator must investigate not only evidence pointing toward guilt, but also evidence pointing away from guilt. The hidden finding expected here is where alternative suspects or theories properly investigated and excluded. Red flags, tunnel vision, ignoring evidence, excluding it nje, failing to investigate alternative suspects, building a case around predetermined conclusion. 3 essential keywords: objectivity, alternative hypothesis, exclusion. Because the judge is asking a question that determines the outcome of every criminal trial. Has the state excluded every reasonable alternative explanation consistent with innocence? The real issue, at the end of the day, the court is not looking for a perfect investigation. No investigation is perfect. The court is looking for reliability. Can this evidence be trusted? Can these witnesses be trusted? Can these procedures be trusted? Can this investigation withstand scrutiny? Because one major omission can destroy years of investigative work. And that omission is this: failure to establish a clear, lawful, documented chain linking each accused to the offense through admissible evidence. Without that chain, reasonable doubt grows, and where reasonable doubt exists, the law requires acquittal. Now, the Senzo Meyiwa trial continues to raise suspicions, okay? And also it rises above the expected norms. Do you understand? So now that is raising profound questions about investigative methodology, evidential reliability, and the burden of proof. Ultimately, the court will decide whether the evidence presented meets the constitutional standard of proof beyond reasonable doubt. And that decision will depend not on emotions, speculations, or public opinion, but on evidence. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because Sana, what have you seen when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa case? Do you believe the investigation has answered these critical questions, or are there still major gaps that remain unresolved? If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching. Come back again. Bye-bye.